You know what keeps most people broke, average, and scared for life? They think fear is something to overcome. They sit in their rooms trying to think their way out of it, journaling, meditating, watching motivational crap, waiting to feel ready. You're never gonna feel ready. Let me tell you a secret most people never understand. Your fear is not the enemy, your hesitation is. Because the second you hesitate, your brain starts building stories. It exaggerates the danger, makes the risk look bigger, makes you look smaller. But when you move before your brain finishes the story, you break the cycle. You notice how the things that scare you the most always lead to the most growth. Ask anyone who's done something legendary, from fighters to CEOs. They all say the same thing. I was terrified, but I moved anyway. That's the difference between those who win and those who rot inside their comfort zone. Not courage, movement. Action kills fear, because fear is built in imagination. It's a prediction, not a reality. And imagination dies the moment reality shows up. You take the first step, your breathing changes, adrenaline kicks in, your senses sharpen, and suddenly your fear turns into focus. You can't think your way into bravery. You act your way into it. Confidence isn't built by knowing what to do. Confidence is built by doing what you're not ready for and realizing you survived. Think about it. You're scared of failure, yet every failure you've lived through made you stronger. You're scared of rejection, yet every rejection you've ever faced taught you detachment. You're scared of starting, yet every start turned into a skill, a lesson, a story. The fear existed only before you moved, never after. Most people never take the first step because they've been fed a lie that success comes from clarity. No, clarity comes from movement. The smartest men in history didn't start with a perfect plan, they just started fast. They made mistakes in motion, not in waiting. You understand life through a formula nobody teaches, but every winner lives by. You move first, you learn second, you win third. Because life only rewards aggression, not in violence, but in intent, in execution. The man who acts while others plan always wins. And here's another truth they don't tell you. Fear is the best GPS for your destiny. You know what you were born to do. Look at what scares you. Because fear doesn't show weakness, it shows value. You don't fear what doesn't matter, you fear what matters deeply to your soul. People don't realize this. Fear is energy, pure energy. And if you don't direct it through action, it turns inwards. That's why people feel anxious, restless, depressed. They're sitting on unused energy meant for movement. You're not supposed to suppress fear, you're supposed to channel it. Test it right now. Next time you feel fear, count down from 5 and move. Don't think, don't hesitate. The moment you act faster than your doubt, your brain rewrites the pattern. Do that 10 times and fear loses its control over your nervous system permanently. That's how soldiers, fighters, entrepreneurs rewire themselves. They don't meditate their fear away. They drown it in activity until action becomes instinct. Their body learns faster than their mind because the body understands one truth: movement is survival. When you move, doors open. When you wait, doors close. You live your life behind those doors, wishing someone would open them again, or you break them open with one act of boldness. Remember this, most people spend their lives negotiating with their fear. They build habits, excuses, comfort routines, all to avoid feeling that heat in their chest. But that heat, that's your sign you're alive. That's potential burning. And when you run from that, you run from your own greatness. You don't eliminate fear. You eliminate options. When you stop giving yourself the choice to back out, fear collapses. Burn your bridges. Tell yourself, I move or I die. It sounds intense, but that's truth. Because every time you move with that mindset, your brain learns to obey your command, not your comfort. I'll give you one rule. Whenever fear shows up, don't analyze it, don't debate it. Your only mission is to move once. Send the message to your body, we act now. You realize that the act itself neutralizes the pain. This is why I don't believe in motivation. Motivation is fragile, discipline is mechanical.
momentum. Momentum is divine. Momentum doesn't care if you're scared, tired, or lost. Once it starts, it becomes unstoppable. And every piece of momentum you've ever built started with one small, ugly, imperfect action. A message you were scared to send, a workout you didn't want to do, a decision you doubted but made anyway. That's the truth behind transformation. The more you move, the less you need courage. You become dangerous not because you're fearless, but because fear no longer controls your behavior. So stop praying for confidence. Stop waiting for someday. Someday is the biggest scam our generation lives by. Do something today that your future self can point at and say, "That was the moment I stopped living in my head and started living for real." Because action doesn't just kill fear, it turns you into a different person. A person who moves first, thinks sharp, feels alive. And once you taste that, you'll never go back. Move fast. Break your pattern. Don't wait for permission. No one's coming. Action is the universe's only language of respect. You move, it listens. You hesitate, it ignores you. So, this is how it ends. Another day of waiting becomes the same story. Or this becomes the day you flip fear into fire. Because once you start moving, fear dies, and the world finally starts moving for you.